Hi, my name is Rajveer.
Hi, my name is Nikhila, and
Welcome to the Zen-G Podcast. So, as you are talking about it, what to do, what not to do, and we are talking about mental health as well. So, I feel a really important part, if not a huge part, is anxiety.
oh yes,
I feel I've gone through it, thoda sa.
I've gone through it too.
Exactly, a lot of youth, I feel, at this point goes through it due
Correct.
to different reasons, of course, and we don't know the how to find the way out of it,
Yeah.
because a lot of times through our daily lives, a lot of instances and moments that we feel very anxious, or the way, and we don't know how to deal with it. So let's start with the what is anxiety.
Okay, so anxiety basically is your body's response when he or she is trying to communicate with you that they are not okay, something is wrong, and they are feeling excessively unsafe in the environment that they are in, or in the place or the situation or event they're stuck in. All right. So stress, no, Rajveer, is actually good. So can we go into a little bit more detail
Yeah.
and basics? Fine. So our complex nervous system started to evolve 600 million years back.
It's a long way back.
Yes, it's not trending at all. बहुत पुराना news है ये. So it started then, and it is evolved over a period of time. And one of the major, so autonomic nervous system is that nervous system which क्या बोलते हैं, what's the right word, which regulates our emotional responses. Okay, majorly our feelings of safety or feelings of unsafety, like I'm unsafe, I'm not okay. That your anger, or what happens in your body when you feel depressed, guilt. So a lot of that has to do with the autonomic nervous system. And a part of it when feels that, okay, this person, I'm not safe, the environment that I'm in, it's not okay, it is actually a good thing. Imagine you are a nature lover, you are a peace lover, and you're strolling through forest, taking pictures on your iPhone, 14 Pro Max, blah blah, and all of that, और वहाँ से शेर भाग के आता है, and you have decided that you're not going to take stress. There is no anxiety. अरे वो छोड़ बोल, you run. And that run response, that flight response will come to you only when you see that shade. है ना? And it will trigger that fear inside of you, it will trigger that stress inside of you, and you will actually keep your body safe. So the whole point of that sympathetic nervous response is to keep your body safe. Okay, we'll definitely talk about it more as we talk about anxiety, but for now, to answer your question, so that is what causes this stress. Now, if this stress stays for a prolonged period of time, कि शेर आया, मैं भाग गया. Now the stress is gone. है ना? When I climbed a tree, I sat on the branch. After a time वो बोर होके चला गया. फोटो भी खींचा उसका. YouTube पे वायरल. पर हो गया. अब वो चला गया है. Now it's safe to climb down, okay, and safe to walk out of the jungle and hail a cab and go home. I'm good. I'm feeling safe. Imagine वो पेड़ पे 6 महीना बैठना पड़ा. That is actually the response in your head when you're going through anxiety. It's prolonged stress which the human mind is after a point not able to deal with. इतना सारा cortisol हो रहा है, adrenaline तुम्हारे दिमाग में, it's getting secreted for so long in your brain that your brain is like, क्या करूँ मैं भाग जाऊँ, I'm okay going in the flight mode, I'm okay going in the fight mode, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, whatever response you want. I tried them all. I tried saying yes to everything. I tried freezing and not reacting, not responding. I did everything. है ना? अभी we were talking about a situation, something that is happening in your college, and you said that, I say yes. I pretend to work. That was the phone response to stress.
Could you elaborate on the phone response? Because I've heard about fight, flight, and what's the
Freeze.
Freeze, right?
Right.
What's the phone response?
So fawn response is a very recently added response, I would say, which a lot of researchers have now spoken about. And that happens in toxic relationships when the person does not know what to do or how to navigate into a situation. So usually animals ka fawn or freeze response same hota hai. If you see now a deer resigns, if you like to watch National Geographic, no, then you would see that when the lion or the tiger attacks the deer, after a point it just freezes. It does not do anything to save itself. Or a lizard. Lizard is the best example of a freeze response. Or a chameleon. It will change color and it will stay. Reptiles have the typical freeze response, when it comes to stress and their predator is attacking them. But with fawn response, what happens is you go in a compliance mode. You say yes to everything to avoid conflict, because in your head, conflict means danger. Conflict means, so typically you're walking on eggshells. That response is a very good example of fawning. Saying yes to everything, because the minute you say a no, you are going to go through a 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 hours of fight, and you don't know when you're going to get your normal life back, and you are starting to appreciate simple things in life. Which is like, dude, no, that is not when you start appreciating simple things. It is done in a different context, but that happens, that starts, and then you are walking on eggshells all the time, then you're saying yes to everything just to avoid conflict. That typically is the fawn response.
This is the first time I've heard about the fawn response.
Okay.
So, that was actually quite insightful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I was telling you that when one of the 4 responses the body has chosen to take, and now because of those responses you're away from that threat, you actually managed to save yourself, and now you're feeling safe. So once the feeling of that safety returns, you're good to go. It's actually your nature's mechanism to tell your own self that I need to do something to keep myself safe. बिकॉज अगर ये स्ट्रेस रिस्पॉन्स नहीं रहेगा तो हम भागेंगे ही नहीं शेर को देख के, या चढ़ेंगे ही नहीं वो पेड़. वी विल जस्ट बी देयर अप्रिशिएटिंग नेचर व्हेन नेचर टेक्स अस, है ना. सो व्हेन दैट हैपेंस फॉर अ रियली लॉन्ग टाइम, व्हेन नन ऑफ द panic responses, or the fear responses that your body is designed to, go into mobility or action is working for you, then you start feeling helpless. एक अजीब सा helplessness starts setting in that अब मेरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता. I think this is the dead end. इसके आगे कुछ नहीं. So I would say that would be the onset of depression as well. Because now you've tried everything, you have lived in that prolonged anxiety for so long that now you're feeling helpless. Now you feel that is it worth saving this? Is it worth going through this? Is it मतलब इतना सब करके क्या ही अचीव कर लेंगे अब? इतना फाइट मार के जीना है कि somehow we are going a little heavy and dark over your warning. But you feel like, इससे अच्छा तो नहीं भी रहेंगे तो चलेगा. रहने का कोई मीनिंग नहीं है. The whole point was to have fun, to have better experiences. मुश्किलों का सामना करेंगे, but in the end we will emerge victorious and all of that. But जैसे बताया गया था या जैसे सिखाया गया था वैसे तो है नहीं, है ना. And now the whole point is lost. जिस काम को शुरुआत किया, जिस काम से हम इंस्पायर्ड थे और जो काम करना था, जहाँ से शुरुआत की थी, वो कहीं ना कहीं स्पेस आउट कम्प्लीटली. करना क्या चाहते थे, हो क्या रहा है ना. एंड दैट इज व्हेन यू कैन कॉल इट एंजाइटी. It's been there, it's not going away, you've tried everything, and now it's that helplessness is setting. Some symptoms of anxiety would be not anxiety, I would say panic attack would be like breath, shortness of breath. You feel like choked, you are catching your breath but you're not able to breathe at all. Then there would be like a weird feeling in the stomach, like butterflies, but not in a good way. Right? Then there will be a burning in the area just above your tummy, right? And just above your intestines, I would say. And you are not able to eat, your throat grows dry, there is a headache in this portion or in this portion of your head. Backache, back pain is also caused because of anxiety. Definitely a tossed gut where you're not able to digest food at all. There are some severe digestion problems that day. Either you don't feel anything is going on, nothing is getting digested. You're not feeling pukey also, or sometimes you are, and you for sure know that your digestion has gone for a toss. Sweaty palms, that is another sign, and overall sweating. So these are a few symptoms of a panic attack.
So yeah, as you said, panic attack, these are systems. That reminded me some instances that I've gone through. That stomach thing you said, you feel like puking but also not. That breathlessness. I personally experienced that last year while writing my midterm exam.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry to hear that. That can be scary.
Yeah, that was the worst place ever.
I understand.
For me to be in, but so I felt that way. I completely was not able to write or do anything. There was this breathlessness. I was not able to breathe properly. I had this stomach thing and felt like suffocation sort of also. I felt kind of, but at the same time. And I didn't know how to deal with it. So panic attack is just a part of anxiety, but how do you deal with this panic attack? When you feel all of this, you feel breathless, and the solution is not to just breathe.
I know. Yeah. You want your body to ease out probably and get your life back in that minute.
So thank you guys for watching. Do hit us up with a lot more questions so that we can discuss that in later episodes.
And please do like, subscribe, share, comment, and follow us for more such content. And if you have any questions that you want to address you want us to address in our podcast, then do type it in the comment section. Okay, do that, guys.